Thank you, sir. Mr. R. Gopinath Rao, Deputy Director, MSME Development and Facilitation Office, Bangalore. An Indian Enterprise Development Service officer with over 30 years of experience, including 10 years in the private textile sector and 24 years at the MSME Development Institute. Mr. Rao has expertise in iOS 9000, Z schemes, export management, cluster development programs, and digital marketing. He leads the Champions Portal division, facilitating connections between SMEs and various stakeholders. Sir, we request you to talk a few words.
Good morning to all of you. Dignitaries on the dais and outer dais. Today it's a wonderful day where we have to remember the International MSME Day. We all know that MSME is most important part of our economy and supporting in large numbers in terms of employment and economic growth. So looking at this importance of the MSME and its the gravity, government is coming out with a lot of schemes, both from the central as well as from the state government. As a part of promoting MSME sectors, our ministry through its DCMSME field offices supporting the MSME sectors, MSME units across length and breadth of the country through schemes. The most important problems which we are facing in the MSME sector is the access to finance, marketing support, and technology upgradations. During my visit in many industries, we have come across that the single entrepreneurs, the proprietorship, they are taking the whole burden to run the business. So in that problems though, he will not be able to upgrade himself. So he needs a support. So it's either in the marketing or in the finance access. So in that case, our role, the DFO roles, the field office, our Ministry of MSME becomes very important to support the industries. So industry, MSME sectors needs constant skilled levers or skilled support, which MSME DFO is doing a lot of training programs to support the industries, feed them time to time. That's we are seeing many things, the lack of skilled laborers availabilities for the sectors. Apart from that, the marketing is the most important part where MSME needs strong support. There's a great challenge and the risk also is there. As a part to support MSME ministry, we have procurement marketing support, where MSMEs, when they participate in the trade fairs, either in the domestic trade fairs or in the international trade fairs, they'll get the reimbursement for the expenditure which they incur in the stall or other expenses. That's one thing which Minister is trying to help to make MSME more competitive, to develop the networking, to know new buyers, new product, any diversification in their business. This is another area. Apart from that, government itself is procuring every year under Public Procurement Policy 2012. So from 15 onwards, it is mandatory for all PSUs, ministries, all departments, which is funded by the Government of India, under public procurement policy to procure minimum 25% and above from micro and small enterprises as a part of supporting under marketing. If you look at the figure, the last 23-24 procurement is 2,10,555 crores procured from the MSME sectors. So this is almost more than, 73,000 crores out of the 2,10,000 crores only from micro and small enterprises, which is around 38% something. Out of that, again, 0.9%, which is around 1,600 crores from SEST units, and 2,200 crores from units headed by women entrepreneurs. It comes to around 1.6 crores, 1.6%. So this is the figure which says we have to focus more on micro and small enterprises headed by CST and women enterprise. This is the mere thrust is government by the government to improve the women entrepreneurs and make more competitive the women entrepreneur sectors. Apart from that, the quality of the product being produced by the micro and small enterprises is very, very important. To encourage the MSMEs to adopt a quality orientations in the manufacturing sector, the Z program has been implemented, that zero defect, zero effect. Is a process certificate where the MSMEs can look into every area of their operations which can improve the quality overall, so that the product which is being sold in the market should not come back with a great name of their unit. At the same time, protecting the environment is also important. It's also very, very concerned about that. The parameters which have been included in the Z certifications includes a few parameters exclusively for related to the environmental related issues. Today we are almost 5th positions in Z certifications in the entire length of the country. So even the industries have been promoted or advised to go for Z certifications with the subsidy we are giving. For micro enterprises, up to 80% we are giving. For small scale industry, 60% we are giving. And for medium scale industry, 50% reimbursement. This is mainly to boost manufacturing sectors. Of course, the services also is in pipeline. Guidelines are on the pipeline. So once we get the final notification, the units engaged in the service sectors are also eligible for Z certifications. And finally, the access to the finance for the MSME is very important. Yesterday, we were all in Empower Committee, SLBC meeting, where all the bankers were advised to lend more finance to the MSMEs, because we know what problems MSMEs are facing exclusively in the working capital management. Whether it's a manufacturing, whether it's a service sectors, ultimately the fund is required to run the business. Basically, the working capital management becomes very tough when there is a delay in the payment from the buyer side. For that also we included Delayed Payment Act, where the TREDS portal plays an important role. Today we have TREDS portal, trade receivable e-discounting systems, where MSMEs can get finance access very easily within 48 hours in their account if there is a delay from the buyer side. This will help them to run the business continuously without bothering about the funding support or payment from the buyer side. This is the mechanism, digital mechanism, where the government is trying to help them solve it at a large scale in a short period of time. You know, documentation requires a lot of times, consuming here and there, movement and everything. To reduce all these things, This digital mechanism will help a lot resolve many problems. Similarly, to encourage the MSMEs, the registration process has been made very simple through Aadhaar card. Just single one document is required to start registrations. Earlier, we know we had a lot of problems in the documentations, movements, and everything, all the department side. But today is made very simple. With one document, you can able to register. Automatically, the data is linked to income tax database, where the graduation of MSMEs from micro and small enterprises takes place automatically with the system. So you need not have to worry whether you are a micro or a small or everything to see all these things. The system itself will tell you whether you are a micro or small enterprise, and which year you are micro, in which year you are small. All the things have been digitalized. This is the digital movement. This is the digital transformations from conventional to the modern stage. Where the MSME, this is the support from the government side as a facilitator. Still it's going on. Still a lot of things are there. In case of reimbursement under PMS, the system is now has slowly building. Once you apply online, till you will get the payment, there is no intervention of any officers, anything, or from the department. So straight away you'll get the payment once you submit all the document. Automatically gets certification. This is system being developed now. We had a last 2 weeks back with ADC, we had a VC. Now slowly they are developing the systems. So it fosters your activities, it fosters response from the system. So you will keep very active yourself in your own business, not to bother about government side, the funding delay, the documentation delay. So frequently you do not have asked anybody. Just by clicking the number, registration number, you can get where is the status of your applications. All these things are happening. So this will help a lot of MSMEs to make themselves a big area of operations, which will help them to face the challenges in the present world. Today we have huge competition in the MSMEs. Not because this is number, it is the lack of some awareness in our MSMEs. Because not updating themselves day to day, time to time, to make them competitive in the present world. Today, every buyer needs a specification, a specific product, quality service. But ultimately, what MSME able to deliver that counts very much important. To make them to standard in that level, the ground level activities, the ground level ecosystem should be more pakka, more standard, so that the industry can take it forward. It is not only from the central, it's also important from the state government also. We have a cluster development program which is very, very important, where MSMEs in a group, they can take the benefits to solve their problem through common facility centers, where government is grants up to 30 crores. We have around 15, 16 clusters in Karnataka functioning well, supported by Government of India with the help of state government. At the same time, supporting the infrastructure facilities for the industrial development is also important, not only for industries to develop common facilities for their manufacturing, but also for industrial estate through that infrastructure development scheme. We have a lot of industrial estates under the Government of India, Karnataka. I hope the state government will come forward and take the benefits under the infrastructure structures, especially for industrial growth. Clean road, power connections, water connections, sewage connections, everything. Because in industry development, entrepreneurs feel happy to work in a business environment where all the infrastructures are good, are excellent. Then only the growth will be there. So, Udyam registration, I request all the MS members To register in the portal, today we have around 4.5 crores of MSMEs registered in the portal. So that huge number, when you look at that number, we see 90% are all micro enterprises. 90%. So if you look at that number, many of the schemes now, the government is thinking to change something which is helpful for micro enterprises to growth, to move from micro to small, small to medium. That's the growth they want. But not one simple thing we did it, reintroduction of barcode system. It was stopped very long back. Now they are reintroduced with the support of 50,650 rupees for the registration number from 0 to 1,000 numbers. So similarly, a lot of changes will take place to help the micro and small enterprises. Today we are in digital world and digital connections. The MSME need to update themselves time to time, because unless you update, the industry or business will no longer be in the business line. So individually cannot compete in now. It's a collaborative, cumulative connectivity, and collaboration is very, very important. The days are gone out. Now today collaboration movement is required. I have visited many business networking events where the groups are forming. Sector-wise they are forming. They're getting connected each other. If I don't know any order from any particular community, they will pass on to next buyer who are there within that community. So community growth is there. So that kind of things are happening. So that is, many associations are also in the line. It's the industries, it's the MSME sectors need to understand and take the benefits from the government of India or state government schemes. Schemes are there, either from the state or the central. It's just to make you to understand, bring them the platform to facilitate you that. It's not a constant for a particular time. It's just to help you. So make use of the opportunity and don't take it forward. So the problem, you have to convert the problem into a challenge, an opportunity. Then you will become real entrepreneurs. I know real entrepreneurs has got a lot of ups and downs. That if you list out the problems, you'll get a n number of problems, right? From the access to the marketing, anything you take, you put the tick mark. And how much an individual can solve in each sector, analyze what problem comes there. If you take an example of marketing, what is that problem which stops you to market your products? And who are the other people who are helping you? Agencies are helping you. Why the government is helping you? This analysis is very important, the root cause analysis systems. So I think these all things is an everyday war. It is like a everyday you have to fit with these things. So remembering a day as an International MSME Day is important to make you that you are an MSME. You are an entrepreneur. So for an entrepreneur, every day is a challenging. Every day is MSME Day. For us, it is a okay day. But for an MSME entrepreneur, it is every day is International MSME Day. Uddimi Bharat we have called us. As per the instruction from the DC, we have changed it Uddimi Bharat. Don't use the word international. Use the word Uddimi Bharat. So we use the word Uddimi Bharat because India is the hub of manufacturing. Government aims to make India a manufacturing hub. So Uddimi. So aim is to make $5 trillion. So where all the support from the micro and small enterprises or even the medium scale industries, all scale industries, they need support. It's a cumulative effort, not from the one sector, it's all the sectors. So at the same time, the support from the state government is also important to make India great. So with these few words, I congratulate all the awardees and also congratulations and best wishes to all the entrepreneurs on the day of International Udyami Bharat. Thank you.